alleged possession of human skulls, as well as others for various crimes. And away from security matters, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has reiterated his commitment to actualize the smooth takeoff of a world-class edifice that will be a center for research for repatriated artifacts. He gave the assurance while on a tour of the Edo Museum of West Africa Art with the German Minister of State for Culture and the Media, Claudia Roth, in Benin. Paul Ezenwa reports.
Since 1897 invasion that led to the cutting away of the Benin artifacts, there have been efforts to see to its return. Here is the German delegation led by the Minister for Culture and Media, Claudia Roth, and was conducted around the site of the Edo Museum for West African Arts, Emowa, by the governor.
Because Edo people are still very creative. So the same people who created these world-class pieces 500 years ago, it's the same blood that flows in their veins today. Many of them are expressing themselves in different art forms and in different media. But there is nothing institutionalized. There's no infrastructure to support that. So a facility like this will be that infrastructure, which will be second to none on the continent.
At the end of the inspection tour, the delegation moved to the Victor Owaifo Creative Hub, where the governor resumed the call for the restitution of the artworks from other parts of the world. Governor Obaseki believes the return will give room for his assets and help for research purposes.
How will these objects benefit the people of Edo and Nigeria? What research and education projects can come out of these returned artifacts? Would it mark the beginning of us trying to understand what these objects actually meant and mean to us?
The Minister for Culture and Media explained that there is need for the artworks to be brought back to the country.
Plundering and destroying cultural sites is a crime against humanity, a crime against that which should actually connect us, the human point in which everything is related to one another.
With this engagement, stakeholders are expected to make input in different areas to enable the actualization of the project. Paul Ezenwa, TVC News, Benin.
And now to Delta, where the state government says it is determined to continuously improve the 65% success rate of its job creation scheme through strategic training workshop for entrepreneurs. Iken Amechi has more on this report.
Since the 2019 independent assessment of the skills training, the Delta State government is working on ways to scale it up to 100% by continuous research, monitoring, and training to ensure trainees are better equipped in their chosen vocations.
The spiral, the multiplier effect of it, when they start working and start employing people and start affecting their families positively in terms of being able to cater for their respective families and then bringing up others as well. So there is the percentage, the success rate you are saying now is the one you can see on paper, but overall it is a huge success for the state government.
You know, for us in the borough, every time we start a new cycle, that's when we start our training. Every time, what we have in mind is always to have fully involved trainees.
An entrepreneur, an academic, Grace Omaji is here to expose these young entrepreneurs on how to run a thriving business in Nigeria.
We're talking about developing personal skills for leadership. And mainly, we're talking about integrity, stewardship, and being accountable in whatever position they find themselves. As I've told them, you cannot be a leader when you do not lead yourself. So the journey to leadership actually starts with me, yourself.
For these young businessmen and women, the workshop has given them a better opportunity to be their best as they prepare to start their businesses.
With what I've learned for the 4 months, I believe I'm good to go. And everything I've learned, especially today's training, leadership inclusive, I believe I'll be able to carry on and go out effectively with my business.
It will enable me to be a leader, and wherever I find myself, in whatever enterprise I find myself, to be able to stand out and be a leader by excellence.
Delta State is not relenting in its drive to reduce youth unemployment through skills acquisition and social investment program, which is the major thrust of the Governor Ifeanyi administration since inception. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Asaba.
You're watching TVC News at 6. We'll be back in a moment with more stories. Stay with